Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to tell you that I know it's been a while since I released a video. I think that was back at the time of Holi. So I think it's already been 2 months. But anyways, I'm back. To all my subscribers and to those of you who have newly discovered my channel, my name is Ambar Priyraj. A bit of information about me. I have qualified the uh, Union Public Service Commission conducted National Defence Academy examination 4 times in a row. However, I was not able to clear the interview round, that is the service selection board round. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as far as this video is concerned, it is going to be about my experience, my first ever service selection board experience. The reason I came up with this idea is because I have already conducted a poll and I got a huge response, and some of my subscribers even requested me to make a video on my SSB experience. Though let me tell you that I am in no position to guide you or in any kind of that guidance stuff, because I haven't cleared the actual round, that is the service selection board round. However, I strongly feel that the mistakes that I have committed might help my viewers, and especially the defense aspirants, to not commit them like me. And so I strongly believe that this particular video will help all of you to avoid those mistakes which I have done as a fresher. So let us start this video. So, ladies and gentlemen, my service selection board first ever experience, I would say, was back in the year 2021. The date of reporting was 9th of August, and the center which was allotted to me was 4 Air Force Selection Board, Varanasi. The course was National Defence Academy 147th course. I mean, it brings back so good memories, as well as kind of memories which instigate a sense of pride in me, as well as a bit a bit of its nostalgia as well. So around 8th of August, I took Vande Bharat, since I live in Delhi. So I took Vande Bharat, and I reached Varanasi by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And fortunately, there was this friend of mine. He's now a National Defence Academy cadet, third term cadet. His name, probably I would name him in a few minutes. So apparently it was the fact that he was in my train, so we met there. It was only for the first time that we have met. We were total strangers to each other. But since he was also going for his SSB and I was also going for my SSB, so it eventually made us friends. And although, let me tell you, I have already booked a hotel in Varanasi, because we have to stay one day before our actual service selection board test procedures take place. So this boy, Dhruv, his name was Dhruv. Now he's a gentleman cadet at National Defence Academy. He told me that he's already alone, and he has already booked a hotel, so you can stay with me. He said this to me. So I gave it a thought, and I actually decided that I'll go with him. So I cancelled my already booked hotel, and I decided to go with him. And to my luck or to my fortune, his relative was the SP in the Varanasi, and so he had good relations with the SHO of Varanasi Cant, and by virtue of this thing, I got a 4-star hotel, and that too free of cost. And I was so happy that, I mean, when he told me that this is our hotel, it is called the Indian Banaras. It's just side, if somebody has gone to 4 FSB Varanasi, it's just besides the gate, the actual guard room gate of 4 FSB Varanasi. It's a beautiful hotel. When I first saw that hotel, the only thing which I was able to say to Dhruv was that I can't afford this hotel. But he was kind enough he told me that no need to worry, just take out your Aadhaar card and I'll take the rest of it. I'll take care of it. So I thought, let's give it a try, and he actually did. He booked a hotel for himself, but eventually he added me to his company, so I also enjoyed the stay. And let me tell you, the hotel was beautiful. I even made a few vlog videos. Thereafter, we talked, and the night went on likewise. And the day came when we were supposed to report to 4 FSB Varanasi. So when we went to the guard room, at that point of time, the reporting point was the Varanasi railway station. Probably it's platform number 9 as far as I remember. And of course, we were a bit nervous, although not so much, but since as a fresher, the feeling is quite difficult to explain. I mean, it is a bit nervous as well as a bit curious also. We were curious as well. The procedure was about to begin. We were supposed to board a bus which took us to the main 4 FSB Varanasi testing premises. When we reached there, we were greeted by the DSO, which is the duty selection officer there, and he told us all about the procedure, everything, and the stay which we are going to have within a few days, the stage 1 procedure as well as the stage 2 procedure. Now let me cut short and clearly come to stage 1 procedure. The stage 1 procedure, though I would not like to bore all of you because many of you are the subscribers are defense aspirants. So the stage 1 procedure consists of a series of tasks which we are supposed to do. So firstly, we were the number of candidates that reported on that specific day were around, as far as I remember, 170. So 170 new faces for me. And when so we were supposed to give a test called OIR, Officer Intelligence Rating Test. Though it was not that much difficult, I would say, but still new for us, for all of us, since we were freshers. Most of them were freshers. I think only 10 were repeaters, as far as I remember, and rest were freshers, or maybe there have been a few screen outs. So pretty new faces there, and we attended the OIR. It went well. 50-50 questions of each set. I remember that it was DIPR set number 34 and 35. So ladies and gentlemen, DIPR is basically Defense Institute of Psychological Research, the main forum or the body behind these tests and the kind of tests which takes place in the SSBs, the various SSBs which you see. Then we were supposed to we are shown a story on the basis of which we have to perceive it and write a story within 4 minutes. This particular test is called PPDT, Picture, Perception and Discussion Test. So the picture was quite clear, I would say. As far as I remember, there was a woman who was standing in front of a podium and 2 men were beside her, seen, and audience can be seen. So it was a stage, and it felt like it was a school, or it maybe some people have perceived it as a college, some kind of function taking place. So we made a story. In fact, everybody made a story. I also made a story, and then we were taken to a separate hall where discussion was to take place. Before discussion, we were made to individually narrate our story. At this point of time, I had various apprehensions as a fresher that fish market will take place, and there was total hustle and bustle. But let me tell you, nothing of that sort happened there. In fact, I was chest number 33 as far as I remember. 31 spoke, 32 spoke. Actually, we were made in a semicircle to sit, and 3 assessors were sitting in front of us. These 3 assessors are mainly called psychologists, ground task officer and interviewing officer. These 3 are the main assessors there in the SSBs. I'm telling you all these because the defense aspirants already know. But since I already deal with civilians also, I mean, some of my subscribers are civilians, so I think I can make a few points clear here and there. So bear with me. And then when my turn came to individually narrate, I'm not over exaggerating it, but let me tell you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I was so confident about my narration that it was so brief and full of, confidence. I totally narrated it in a beautiful way that the SSS listened to me and then skipped me, and then the rest candidates spoke their part. Thereafter, the discussion started, and fortunately, I was the one who initiated the discussion, and the discussion was actually very beautiful, I would say. As a fresher, I did not expect that in such a disciplined manner, the discussion takes place. Although later on, I found out many things. But yeah, so when we were discussing, everybody gave their points, and everybody's points I listened. It is very important here to listen carefully. First of all, listen and then speak, and you can give a few points, constructive points. It can be unique other than those candidates. So basically, somebody spoke about women empowerment. Basically, the woman standing on the podium is giving speech about women empowerment. Somebody told about some kind of a function taking place. I told a different story, and at the end of the discussion, we are supposed to make a common story. So everybody agreed that a speech is taking place on the pretext of women empowerment. So I also made a few points here and there, like women empowerment and how the conditions of women in India can be improved. And her speech basically included all those socio-economic factors on which the government or the policymakers can see and bring about different legislations regarding this, so that the quality of life for women in India can improve. So this kind of, small crisp points, if you include in the discussion, then it will be of major help to each and everyone out there who is listening to me. So I already made those points, and after that, the SSR told us to, okay, gentlemen, now any of you, does not matter who, can narrate the story if the group wants. So some candidates selected me to narrate the story. Most of them. Although there was one candidate, he initiated himself that he will tell the story. So I agreed that, okay, let's give him a chance. So he told the story, and we were quite satisfied with his common story, because it was amalgamation of all our points. So this was the end of the day 1 tasks, basically the screening tasks. Now, gentlemen, the real, butterflies in stomach kind of a feeling takes place here. We were made to go and have our lunch. Thereafter, we were made to stand in line. And then the duty selection officer came with a list of, a list where the candidates who were recommended for the next stage were to be called. Soon he began calling out chest numbers, and let me tell you, this moment is really very, I should say everybody out there was nervous. Everybody out there. There was adrenaline rush frequently happening place. It was a different kind of a feeling. Also on the last day, on the 5th day itself, it also takes place. So he, one by one, he called out the chest numbers: chest number 1, chest number 3, chest number 7, chest number 9, and so on. I was waiting eagerly to listen to my chest number, and I was quite confident because I confidently narrated the story. I was very friendly with my group, and everybody gave very good points, so I was quite confident. And fortunately, the duty selection officer called out chest number 33. I took my luggage. I shouted my name, Ambar Priyraj, chest number 33, and then we were made to stand in a different line where all the screened in candidates were basically queued up. There, I found Dhruv, and we were so happy to found each other screened in that it was an amazing feeling that we made it to the next stage, and we will be there. We will be in Varanasi for the next 5 days and for the further procedures. So this was the culmination of day one, ladies and gentlemen, and that's how I got screened in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next 5 days and the further procedures I'll discuss in another video, so that this, I mean, some kind of content I can create, and I hope you liked my stage 1 video. A few tips from a repeater candidate, though I'm not in a position to give tips, but I can say that your OIR matters a lot, so try to keep solving as much as you can. There is no negative marking. Thereafter, the main thing, that is the PPDT, picture perception and discussion test. Observe the picture very carefully, listen to the assessors, because whatever they say is like Lakshman Rekha. In Hindi we call it Lakshman Rekha. Listen to them very attentively. Thereafter, after observing the picture, write a story on the first thought which comes to your mind. Don't write there is a term which they use, preconceived story. That is the story which you have already read somewhere or maybe practiced. So that will not help. They want entirety there. They want kind of frequent and right response at the right time. So observe the picture carefully and then write the story which comes to your mind. And do not forget to encircle the character, which the assessor will already give the briefing, so listen to the briefing very attentively. Thereafter comes narration and group discussion. Make sure that your narration is crisp, because it matters a lot. If your narration is crisp, then I think it has done almost 60 to 70% of the part. It will get you screened in. But group discussion also plays a huge role. In group discussion, try to keep your points crisp and give unique points. Give everybody a chance. Also speak, put forward points in a very good manner. And make sure that you interact well with the candidates, with the fellow candidates, and also make sure to include their points as well. At the end of the screening procedure, make sure that you mix all those points, and if fortunately you everybody selects you as the as somebody to narrate the common story, then keep their points in mind, and then with the amalgamation of each and everyone's points, confidently narrate the common story. This will of course get you screened in. It's my experience, on the basis of my experience. So that's all from my side, ladies and gentlemen. Signing off. Thank you.